Anyway, death has a way of focusing you on things. So maybe trying to fit in was something that you did as a life saving situation. Trying to fit in was scratching up the ground, having a garden, having some little old rugrats running around and stuff like that. And that was fitting into the environment, to the reality of the true environment of the planet and all the things that were involved with maybe some of your behavior and various and sundry things that would come together. And that was part of trying to fit in. So trying to fit in may not be all that bad and all the, various and sundry ways it operates. But then something comes along and it's called a brand. A brand. When you think about a brand, you think about Calvin Klein and the chick that's wearing them, her ass looks really nice. That's the brand. But actually, the brand is the mark. Just heat it in the fire and ham it onto her ass. And even when she takes her pants off, it will have that brand. And it's the brand. So when you want to fit in, what about the brand? What does a brand do? Now, Kosher Catfish comes from the kind of circumstance I did, and there was various and sundry brands. Now, you heard me talk about the Skeeta. It's the boat, it's a nice, expensive bass boat and various and sundry things. But we was able to do all the stuff that people did in those Skeetas at like a tenth of the price. So it was just a brand. It was just you had to fit in because if you was gonna be part of what was happening to fit in, you had to have the brand to fit in. It's like that old snake eating his tail. Yeah, ain't no cock that yeah chicken. See, every time we need to understand it ain't no cock. He just comes in and talks about it to fit in with the brand. So to fit in life, you must change certain things to be part of the brand. So like the Rand, not the Rand Paul, the Rand Corporation, that kind of stuff. You have to change your ways of thinking and stuff to fit into the brand. And that's part of, what is it? Trying to fit in. So to fit into a system that is moving in certain direction and it uses brands to move you, really, it ain't nothing but cattle pens. That's all that turns out to be. What they do, they take you and push you here, they push you there, you buy this, you buy that, you be part of this, you be part of that, and then you will fit in. You to fit in. You like to fit in on the bottom of a plug that goes into the bottom of your boat. We had a fit in, and if you left that fit in out, you get out there and you stop your boat as long as you're moving is okay. You just leave that fit in out and you stop your boat and it would go the water come in and you'd sink your boat. So that's what it is sometimes to fit in. But if you don't fit in, then you don't have the boat. You don't have none of that. So that's what we ended up with. It's like a tail of something eating something else's tail to fit in. And a brand is that thing that pushes you in a direction. The brand is the direction. It puts your credit card in the ambulance, or it will push you into a way of thinking. So a brand is a way of thinking. How to fit in. You take the brand. You take the mark of whatever it is. I understand. Back in ninth grade, when I went through a stupid period, and I came from pulling this shit, and I ended up in a school where for a year I had like new clothes and stuff. Coach Catfish did not know how to think. I didn't understand, and to be part of it is this crowd, the brofros and whatever it was, you had to be part of this. You had to buy this, you had to buy that, and old Coach Catfish went and tried to buy things and buy clothes, and then try to fit in. And what happened? I came up to one of the boys. His daddy was an attorney. My daddy was truck driving. I didn't hardly know the man, but that's what he did. But this man's daddy was an attorney. And I said, hey man, I got me some of this at this here place in Pecanland Mall or where we lived. I got me something. And he looked at me and he said like, who are you, Kosher Catfish? I don't know you. I don't care what you wear. Ah, I was crushed. I went home and did 500 push-ups and did a whole lot more stuff just to get over it. So what I found out was my brand and my ability to have a brand and be involved in the brand didn't mean shit. It wasn't about the brand. It was about who you were and who you came from and who you rubbed up against. You know, the fly. The fly, you know, who you rub up against in some parts of the world, in some parts of where it's important. That's what makes you. So to fit in requires something beyond what you have. So if you want happiness, true happiness, look for something that will give you true happiness. Look for something that requires the necessities of life. Look for something that requires you to be a part of something that helps others. And that's the whole point. To fit in. To fit in. I don't want to fit in anywhere except where do y'all say. But that's me. But there's a lot of people spend a lot of time trying to fit in. And my prayers are for them. Stop it. Them people around you that tell you you got to fit in, they lie to your ass. They're just trying to get something out of you and make you conform to something. So don't fit in. Don't fit in. To fit in the wrong place is just a very bad thing. But it seems like that's the way the world is going. So, Coach Catfish, since I can't get to the bayou, I just fit in where it's necessary and do what is necessary to not fit in. Anyway, yes, we must. We must. And see, I have lost all the other stuff that would explain what's in between them two sentences. So you do the best you can. Scratch up the ground, wear you something to keep the CLT out of your head, and look to the light. Look up. Your redemption doll's nigh. It does. Don't look me in the eye. Hallelujah.